In this episode, we're going back to revisit the years 1979 through 1985, where we'll be breaking down the intriguing components of the most recognized and cherished retro television series, The Dukes of Hazzard. If that sounds familiar to you, congratulations. You made it to the Aftershow. What if we told you that one of the most iconic TV shows ever made also caused a nationwide shortage of Dodge Chargers?
Yeah, and possibly convince an entire generation of kids that jumping cars over rivers was a reasonable life choice.
Today we're diving back into Hazzard County, the fast cars, the big personalities, the behind-the-scenes secrets.
Yeah, and 5 things about the show that even hardcore fans probably missed, or let's just say forgot because they were distracted by flying orange cars.
Buckle up, roll the window down, metaphorically speaking, and let's talk Dukes.
Just a good old boy.
So, The Dukes of Hazzard was a show that aired on CBS from January 26, 1979, all the way to February 8, 1985. It collectively 147 episodes spanning 7 seasons. It was consistently among the top-rated TV series in the late 70s.
But you know what? We'll get right to that topic here in just a hot second. But make sure to subscribe and say hello to us on one or all of the socials. You know, we do love having conversation with you and hearing your memories. And we would love to do a shout out to Brad, who is also from the cornfield, because this happens to be his cup of tea.
Oh yes, that's our ex-buddy right there.
Or could it be a cup of coffee? Go to buymeacoffee.com/RetroTrek Caramel Apples to see how you can give us a caffeine boost. We can't express though how much we appreciate you.
Yeah, so thanks for that, Coop. We have The Dukes of Hazzard and what it is about, which we had covered before in our show, because this was about 2 young male cousins, Bo and Luke, who lived in rural Georgia and are on probation for moonshine running. The Dukes of Hazzard reference bootlegging was essentially a day job for the Duke boys on one of our favorite 80s television series. So that was the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
So it's curious because the Dukes of Hazzard is one of our fondest nostalgic retro memories, but this was like our second show right here on our podcast. So
Yeah.
it was like number 2. But we had a lot of engagement. We had a lot of feedback from it, in our rough, raw stages. But this was one of the shows that was near and dear to our hearts because it was in the beginning.
That's right. That's right.
But what if I told you that one of the most iconic television shows ever may also cause a nationwide shortage of Dodge Chargers?
No, 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 no! No, please! No!
Oh. So at its core, the Dukes of Hazzard was about, as we mentioned before, Bo and Luke Duke living in fictional Hazzard County, constantly outrunning corrupt officials.
Yes, all the while somehow never needing gas money. Car insurance, or a mechanic on speed dial.
So every episode had the same beautiful formula. Trouble starts, car chases happen, Boss Hog yells, and Roscoe crashes something.
What's the matter with you?
And yet we tuned in every single week because it
Yeah,
worked.
it really did. Plus, the narrator, Waylon Jennings, made everything sound like a bedtime story. If your bedtime stories involve moonshine and car jumps.
Well, Orchard Archivers, welcome to the Aftershow. So the General Lee wasn't just a car. It was basically the third Duke cousin.
Honestly, that car did more stunts than most action stars. And, also, we did a series on hero cars. Be sure to check that out because, of course, the General Lee had an honorable mention in there. So,
Hey, parts 1 and 2. Yeah,
yeah.
check 'em out.
And why? Because they are our hero cars. And never once did the General Lee complain about whiplash.
No, it didn't. There were different versions used for close-ups, jumps, and driving scenes, so that was always interesting.
Yeah. Translation, quote unquote, this one's for looking pretty, and this one's for absolutely destroying.
Now that would sound like that was female directors and producers, because that's what we would care about, right?
Yes.
Well, I guess guys would too, whatever.
Make those messages clear. Make those messages clear.
Where?
But some of those jumps were so rough that the car would land, bend in half, and officially retire from television forever. So it went to the graveyard.
Oh my gosh. So, we mentioned that we're going to get into some things that maybe people did know, kind of faintly knew, or, maybe you questioned and just kind of wanted to know. So, here's a little fun fact for you. The window slides were not sustainable human behavior. Early on, Bo and Luke always slid through the car windows.
So remember that. Love that.
It was almost part of what made the show work. Like, there was just certain things that had to happen for it to be the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, yeah. So them sliding through the car windows, that looked way cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then you think about, if they missed, because, they had to be precise. They had to have precision as they did this.
Right.
It was cool until gravity and glass had a meeting with their knees. I'm sure that happened between takes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And eventually, stunt doubles did take over because knees are important. Especially when your job involves jumping cars daily.
Hashtag facts.
So here's another unknown fact. Daisy Duke was supposed to be a small role.
Okay, now Miss Daisy Duke, cuz Daisy Duke, was never meant to become that iconic.
Yeah, but audiences reacted like, no, no, we need more Daisy.
Yeah, like she really was just like the general lead, the guys, and we won't mention him yet, but the one that was caretaking for them.
Yeah.
But with Daisy, just like that, television history and denim shorts were changed forever.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it has been a coined phrase, right? And you can still see him to this day. So, unknown fact number 3. Boss Hogg was designed to be funny on purpose. Actor Sorrel Book didn't want Boss Hogg to be scary.
Oh, he wanted him corrupt, but ridiculous.
Oh, he hammered that. He nailed that. Like I couldn't imagine anybody else in that role. Like it was made for him. Which explains why Boss Hogg always looked like a man one barbecue away from a complete meltdown. So, unknown fact number 4. The show basically wiped out Dodge Chargers.
No, 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 no! No, please! No!
Yeah, they destroyed so many Dodge Chargers that finding one became a real problem at one point.
I can imagine. So, somewhere in America, a car collector is still mad about that.
What's the matter with you? Shh.
Mad about that.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because they were buying junked cars, fixing them just enough to drive. So, like, they probably had sweat and blood and bullets there for a sec.
Yeah. And then they would immediately launch them into the air like a county fair attraction.
The conifer.
That is such the show. My gosh. You knew there was one going on in the background somewhere, like on the daily.
100%.
So, unknown fact number 5. The original story was way darker.
Mm.
Yes, the inspiration for the show came from a much grittier outlaw story.
That's right, which then got transformed into family friendly chaos where the biggest crime was speeding aggressively.
Yeah, so, honestly, probably a good call. Just saying. Okay.
So, in recent years, the Dukes of Hazzard has been reevaluated through a modern lens.
Yeah, which happens when time moves on and culture does what culture does.
You're right. So, the debates have actually introduced Dukes of Hazzard to new viewers, which, anything nostalgic or retro catches on because the newer generations think they invented something. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess you have to slap their flair or their flavor on it for them to really get into it,
Yes.
on a massive scale.
Right.
But some of who are watching it thinking there's no way that they would let them do this now.
And they'd be right.
Yes. So why does the Dukes of Hazzard still matter?
Because it was loud, fun, ridiculous, and completely unapologetic about it, which is why we were fans.
Yeah. It gave us iconic characters, unforgettable imagery, and a generation that still slows down when they see a dirt ramp.
So if you liked and enjoyed this episode, again, hit like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments what you did like about it. What was your favorite components of Dukes of Hazzard?
That's right. Yeah. And what's the most dangerous thing you tried as a kid because of this show? But be careful. Don't tell your parents. They might have nightmares after that.
What's the matter with you?
You did what?
Shoot, we might.
I know.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time. And that's it for this week's episode. To make sure that you never miss out on another second of our Carmelicious podcast, meet up with us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, or wherever you get your podcast fix. Bye for now, and thanks so much for listening.